Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Honolulu taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned. That will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing is Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down. Jackson now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Touchdown! A great play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Lumberjacks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
49ers, nothing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Ready,
Looking
set.
to put a drive together.
Bronco switch. Ready. 60 Eagles. 60. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Two yards to go, second down.
Check. Unlock lines. Unlock lines.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you look at this defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. This time Jackson will throw it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it. That's right.
Jackson.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Lumberjacks are able to extend their lead.
And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, check out.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They get this out left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. 49ers 7. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
And no thought of bringing this one out. We'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the option right is Jackson.
There he goes left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lumberjacks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying the crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Yeah, the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me. 2-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
the San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Oh, he'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
When you look at this defense,
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, they just held him to a field goal. So to them, that was an almost complete performance because, you know, when you really shut someone out, that's complete. But that's pretty darn good, isn't it?
work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Second and 9.
From the 46, here's the second down and 9.
Ready, alert, alert, liking 18. Let's go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Here now, third and a yard.
8 yards on the pickup. And this is...
That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Go, check, ready.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Cardinal.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
And a Honolulu first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
He's across midfield.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Lumberjacks.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lumberjacks are able to stretch out their lead.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
And now they'll shift things around.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw is Jackson. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Jackson.
He'll try and do this himself. That is caught.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 68 yards rushing for it as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the...
And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lumberjacks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Offense will line up for a two-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone, but there is a flag down. This one may be coming back.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14.
Lumberjacks 35, 49ers 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Dragon 60.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Come on. 18, Pioneer.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Lumberjacks are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup at 32 on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Liking 18. 18 Cardinal, 18 Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. For the left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lumberjacks take a 3-touchdown lead.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw.
Jackson going to keep it.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
49ers 29.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to say,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards.
And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And that will be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now he's going to step up and run.
It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. Fighting through, and he's got space.
Still on his feet.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 66 yards.
And the 49ers are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
51. 49ers 44.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
13.
Now it's Jackson. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 98 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
I I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
180. 180. 180. Ozzy.
Here's Jackson to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Mykel Williams.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Second down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now that after the sack, will be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Brings up 2nd down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
On the RPO, that's complete right side.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Hawk 70, Hawk 19 Lions. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warriors 70. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy
from 21 yards away.
And the Lumberjacks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
62.
And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That would work pretty well there.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Looking to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Warriors 7, Hawk 70, Hawk set, 65 catch, 65 catch.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
2nd and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
1st down, Lumberjacks.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play was going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, Parker, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides,